Melbourne father and his 11-year-old autistic son have been bitten by a tiger snake that slithered into their suburban home. The father was bitten twice as he tried to protect his son, who'd been bitten while playing with the snake in the hallway of their Diamond Creek home. Ambulance Victoria on Friday confirmed paramedics treated the pair for suspected snake bites before they were taken to the Austin Hospital for treatment. Snake catcher Mark Pelley, also known as the snake hunter, was called in to catch the feisty tiger snake. He joins us this afternoon. Mark, explain exactly what happened once you got to the home.
So once I got to the home, the ambulance was already there. The problem was they couldn't treat the father for the snake bite because the snake stood in the way of the two of them. The father was trapped in the room, so I had to actually go out there, remove the snake safely, and then the paramedics could attend the father.
What was the reaction of the father when you saw him? I guess he must have been in quite a state.
He was quite distressed and very understandable as well. He just saw his child get bitten, and he just got bitten by the fifth most deadly snake on the planet. So he was distressed, but he did the right thing. He kept an eye on the snake. He made sure that the snake was nowhere near his family, and then he also pointed it out to me when I attended. So he did the right thing all round.
And as we mentioned, the child has autism, so he didn't really know what he was doing or what was happening when he was playing with the snake. The outcome could have been a whole lot more tragic in this case, couldn't it?
Definitely. A tiger snake bite, you could die within 25 minutes out of the tiger snake bite. So he's very, very fortunate to still be with us, and I'm very glad he's still around as well. Even if you don't die from a tiger snake bite, you can still have some serious long-term complications for your health that will last the rest of your life as well. So the fact that he got discharged and he's back to good health is a very good outcome for everyone.
Are tiger snakes normally aggressive?
Aggressive is not the right word, but I know where you're coming from. See, a snake will not bite you unless you try to handle it. So if you leave it alone, a snake will leave you alone. But if you pick it up, handle it, and especially if you try to kill it, that's when you're at most risk of actually being bitten by a snake.
So what should you do if you find one in your home?
If you see a snake in your home, keep all children and pets away from the snake. Keep an eye on it, call the snake hunter, and I'll come out and collect the snake and safely take it away.
That's fine. But if you're a few hundred k's away, I guess there's other people like you in other places, right?
That's correct. Give me a call and I'll be able to find out who's the closest snake catcher to you.
All right. Now, we've heard a few instances of tiger snakes entering homes. We heard recently a Melbourne woman found one wrapped around her Christmas tree. Is it common, or is it the conditions at the moment? Why are we hearing more of these stories than we normally do?
We don't hear much about snakes over winter because they're not generally around. They still exist, but they're not around. We had a really cold spring, and then all of a sudden the weather became very warm very fast. So all the snakes are out and about. They're looking for somewhere to escape from the heat, so they come inside the house. And it's actually very common to find snakes inside of homes. I get called all hours of the night. I pull snakes out of dishwashers, underneath refrigerators, underneath beds, inside of cars. You name it, I found snakes there.
So how did you catch this one today?
This one that was in the house in Diamond Creek, when I went into the bedroom, it was right near the front door, but next to a TV unit. I tried to put my hand behind the TV unit, but the snake, unfortunately, was still a little bit bitey after the previous episode that I just endured. So then it tried to run away from me, and I picked it up by the tail and put it into a box and safely took it away.
Incredible story. We appreciate your time today. Thanks for that.
Thanks very much.
That's the snake catcher Mark Pelley, also known as the snake hunter.